All right. Here's one I don't know if I'd ever do, but here it is. Miller 64. Genuine Miller 64 is only 2.8 ABV, so I think I can do this one. The Beer Advocate says 46 100. It's awful. And the Bros say 55. It's awful. And the beer average, or our average review, says 1.79. 3 people want it though, and 37 people got it. I'm still surprised you actually have that on the beer site to put in how many people want this beer, how many people got it. Anyways, year round and blah 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 blah. All right, here we go.
For a light beer, I thought it was okay.
Don't smell much of anything. I'm just gonna pour enough so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, it just looks like a typical light beer. Like you probably won't be able to tell the difference between this or Busch or Rolling Rock or Coors Light, just by pouring it.
If you drink that fast enough, you can pour a little bit of Coors Light in it. Show them color difference.
Wow. That is like half a Coors Light or Miller Light. Because Miller Light, I think, is way better than Coors Light. At least when I tried it, I was impressed.
Yeah, but you want to know what? When all you have is Coors Light, because that's all the people in your house buy, Coors Light works.
Coors Light definitely better than Busch, I can tell you that. Sorry.
Especially better than Busch Light.
I think I've had it one time. And actually, Busch Light reminds me of this. But that's 4.1, and this is
2.8.
2.8. 2.8 Chevy V6. Alrighty.
You pour some Coors Light in there, do a color comparison.
Okay, here's a comparison with Coors Light.
About the same.
Yeah, about the same.
And this was how much percent is this?
4.1.
4.1. And this is only cold. This isn't super cold.
Tastes pretty similar, but the Coors Light is a little more metallic and it tastes a little more beery. But going back to the Miller 64, once I finish this.
I like the Miller 64 for being a light beer. You can still drink some of them for the beer taste and not have that much alcohol. But 2 of those is one of these, basically. Or 2 of those is one regular beer.
It's a third. Because you said it's 2.8, that's almost 3.
Yeah, so it's about... 2 of those is about one regular beer, isn't it?
Yeah, regular beer.
Yeah.
Man, this is pretty sad contrast to the what the fuck one I just had. Fat Tire. Yeah. Wow. 64 calorie light beer. Well, if you want the super light beer and the super low calorie, what else is there? Oh, that's right, the Bud Select. Never had that one. And I don't know. That's probably it. Oh,
Michelob Ultra something.
That's right, Michelob Ultra. And actually, I've had that before, but that was like the second beer I ever had. So.
Oh, I had one, and I took one sip and dumped it down the drain. Water tastes better.
I don't think so. I don't think any beer can taste any standard beer, not high gravity, earthquake, whatever. I'd say I'd rather have light beer than water.
You don't want a stack? Remember when you used to chug those things?
Yeah.
You and Ryan. Oh my god.
I still have a 9.9%
can?
Big can, but the old 10% little cans, I must have got rid of them all.
4 for $2.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I can see why this gets low scores. Comparing beer overall, this is not that great, but it is better than non-alcoholic. Let's look at the beer can half full here. but that's non-alcoholic.
But it's still good for a slightly alcoholic, slightly beer tasting beverage.
It almost tastes non-alcoholic because hard to describe, but it tastes very similar to a non-alcoholic, but just with alcohol, I guess.
It's like you take a non-alcoholic beer,
And
you take a regular beer, and you pour them in a can, and you get 2 separate cans of that.
Is there a Miller non-alcoholic? Yeah, that's right. Sharps. That's right. No, it does not taste like Sharps, but it tastes a little similar to it. Okay, so my number rating, I'd say, if you just like, you just want to try out the beer and you're not in the market for a super light, low calorie beer, you don't care about that. You just want to try it out to see what it tastes like. In my opinion, no, just no. There's other beers that you're gonna be more happier with. But if you want to try this out, this isn't bad enough for me to like throw it away or puke or whatever. It's not that bad.
It was free.
It's free. That's a great perk too.
Neighbor's friend left it in the truck, and the guy went to California. Guy doesn't drink beer. Gave it to us.
I do taste the malt like a non-alcoholic beer does, but yeah. Okay, the number, I'd say it's a rough one. For low calorie beer, which I've only had. Let's see, there's this one, and then I haven't had Bud Select and Michelob Ultra. I only had way back when I just started drinking, so I'm only comparing this with itself, a light beer, and good beer, and Sharps, non-alcoholic. So it has its place, but if you're not, you don't want to, buy it for that reason. Yeah, I'd say 3 out of 10 or something. Because like a 1 is like you're gonna throw up, you're gonna pour it out. That's like La Crosse, Wisconsin.
No.
Stack.
The 1 is Kringle Crack or whatever it was.
No, even Kringle Crack is better than that because it was too good for us. We weren't ready for it. It was really super bitter.
True. Okay, for the first
That's
for the
like
first
a
time we
triple
had that,
IPA.
The first time we had that was like a 1. I would have given that a 1.
That was also
disgusting.
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
2 years ago.
No, it had to be at least 3.
No.
It was like, oh, come on, I have the video. Anyways.
It was 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
We both turned 21 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 2 years ago.
Okay.
Almost 3.
Yeah. So. Certain facts. 2.8 alcohol by volume. It's so low. It's like unbelievable. Every time I look at it, I'm like, really? It's that low? So you
didn't believe me when I told you the first time either.
Yeah.
You had to Google it.
Generally speaking, I don't really care about the alcohol content. I just, a beer's a beer. I like it. I want to try it out. I like it. But
the flavor you like.
The lower alcohol you get, the least.
The more water you get.
Right. And the more like barley and the
more malt you taste.
The more malt, the more Malta it tastes like. The more unbeer it tastes like. But this will do it.
Hey, at least it's got just enough beery taste and alcohol that you.
At least it's not water. At least it's not fucking Pepsi. I'd rather drink this than any caffeinated beverage because I can't have caffeine, or any any soda that's not like 7-Up or ginger ale, something like that. Is more cleaner and not as abrasive on your teeth and stomach. But even still, drinking all this soda so often, even like 7-Up ginger ale, I get sick of the sugar and the corn syrup. This don't. Well, it probably has it, but it tastes better than that. Even still. So even though I milked this video out for this long, yeah, it's in my opinion.
Unless you're looking for that kind of beer, go with the Coors Light, light beer.
Miller Lite, yeah.
Miller Lite.
Yeah, if you don't need 2.8% ABV It's 64 calories. I don't care about whatever. Yeah, go with Miller Lite. That's, I think, the
Miller
best
Lite,
Miller
Bud Light, Coors Light, whatever. You're better off.
Oh, do you know what the price is for this?
No, I actually didn't even
It's
ask.
probably the same as the other Miller products.
I
It's probably
think it's
$18 a 24 pack.
I don't know if you can get that in a 24 pack.
Really?
It might only be in 6 packs because we
30?
got that in a 6 pack. I haven't looked it up yet.
I don't think it's that cheap though. It's probably not that cheap.
I think it was like $7 is what the guy paid for a 6 pack. I'm not sure though.
Well, it's
I have
in
no
these
idea.
cans, so it had to be in a 12 pack. They wouldn't have the cans in a 6 pack.
It was a 6 pack because we got a 6 pack.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen a
He
6
brought it
pack
to
of
us in a
cans.
6 pack. He brought the whole 6 pack over and said, "Guy left it in our truck. We don't drink beer. Take it."
All right, well, there you go. Miller 64. If you're really critical, I can see somebody really ripping the shit out of this beer. But, be grateful. It's at least a beer. At least it has some alcohol in there.
At least it has a slight beer taste.
Yeah. Anyways, there you go. Thanks for watching. Miller 64.